The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
Oh, hey there, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone, to this week's episode of Grow420. Yeah, I got it right this time. Good afternoon. We're at episode 59 of Grow420 here on NOK Network for this Tuesday, March the 18th. And we've got a great show coming on up here. And on today's episode, we're going to be bringing to you another great episode, and we're going to bring another segment of Grower Showcase segment to the show, where I'll be showcasing a grower or two's grow. Today, we're going to be doing showing some Aaron Drake's grow, and there he is. We got Aaron Drake in the house here. He says, "I'm here. The feed from my group came up first." Right on. Down a bit. I feel like I'm yelling a bit. There we go. And we also have Frog Father in the house saying, good afternoon, Ron. It was a sunny Tuesday. Oh, fuck. I can't talk. It was a sunny Tuesday sesh with a dozen or so buy out the deals and celebrating in the sun and snow. Right? All right. So also on this, we're going to be doing grower showcase. So we've also got a video from Frog Father, an 8-minute video of his Grow420 grow tent. Right. So we'll be showing that later on in the show as well. And we're going to be we're going to be discussing the current indoor run of God's Green Crack. One lonely plant right now. Currently week 5, day 1 of flower as of today. And the Banana Larry Lavender seedling is doing well and is just about ready to transplant into 1-gallon pot from the solo cup. We've got some nice root development there. And we've also got some new seedlings, the peanut butter breath and platinum cookies. We'll show them a little later on as well. They're doing well, although they're still very tiny, especially I think it's a platinum cookie. There's a seed that I forgot in the jar for when I was soaking them, and it sprouted in the jar. The lid was on. There was no water in there. Well, there was a little bit of dampness in there, so that probably would stop it from drying out. But we've got it in a solar cup, and I'm hoping it's a she. And we're gonna say she's popping up out of the soil a bit. And not looking too hot, but you'll see. We've got some pictures later to show of all that, as well as a video. And because the video I know is a little jerky, but the audio usually comes through okay. But at least with the pics, you can see what the stuff looks like, right? That's right. I also have some clones too. Now, I don't know if they're going to do anything. I don't know. I've been not having great luck doing clones lately, as you can see. If anyone's been following me for a little while, I got a lot on the go too. So I'm not able to give my full attention to a lot of stuff. So that does have an effect. And just bringing it to you real, right? But I do have some God's Green Crack clones. They were sitting in a jar. They're now sitting in solo cups, in dirt, in clone dome. So crossing our fingers, we're going to get something out of them. At least one of them had some very fine roots coming off from when they were sitting in the water in the jar. But I don't have too much faith in it. I really don't. But we'll see. We'll see. If they happen to make it, they happen to survive, they'll just be extras. I'll give them away. I'll give them to Kim, give them to someone. I might grow 1 or 2 out, or whatever. Who knows? But they're kind of just a little thing on the side. They were clippings from when I was trimming the plant up, growing indoors. Just as it was just basically, we're already like a little bit into flower. So they will have to re-veg. So they will take a little bit of time. So again, we're just seeing what they do rather than just tossing them in the garbage. We'll see what we can make of them, right? But anyways, we're going to have a toke here right now, and we'll get on to more. What's everyone smoking on today? I've got some of the plank right now. But I also have Rainbow Dick, Platinum Cookies, and Strawberry Donkey on the tray. Ah, fuck, I put that in too soon. Oh, I'll have to clean that out. Do I use cloning gel or cloning powder? I usually do. I did not this time. I did not. They're probably not going to take. I really wasn't wasting much of my supplies and much of my time. If they take, they take. If they don't, they don't. Right? But I do. Hold on. Yeah, so I do have. I don't have any rooting gel here right now, or do I? No, I do. I actually forgot that I had it, to be honest with you. If I had remembered, I would have got it. I do have rooting powder, but I don't like the powder that much. But again, as I said, it was just a kind of a fast thing for me to do. They might not even take because they're getting kind of old sitting in the jar there. I'd forgotten to change the water a couple of times. So it is what it is, though, right? But that's the whole point of me showing stuff on the show here, right? I don't mind showing the stuff that I'm unsuccessful with, right? So many times you're out there watching YouTube videos and it's all you see is success, success, success. Well, it gets kind of discouraging sometimes when you're not having success and all you're seeing is videos of people having success with their grow. And sometimes it's good to see that other people are going through shit too, right? All right, so we got 7 minutes to 4:20, so we got a little bit of time here. And Aaron says, I always fail with my clones if I don't use the cloning powder or gel. I've tried using honey, turmeric powder, and just plain water. I had no luck. Only when I was using cloning gels or powders do I have any success, right? And again, as I said, these are just extras that were just going to be trashed anyway. We got Shane Garley in house. Good afternoon, brother. Good afternoon. And Shane says, I've been very successful cloning in the darkest reaches of my mother tent, right on the floor with the light, right in damp substrates, nothing hot or they stunt, right? Happy gardening. That's the thing. You gotta have when you're doing the cloning, it's gotta be such a proper environment. Too hot, too cold, too wet, too dry. You're not gonna have any success. So I'm not too worried about it just yet. Like I can clone, I get clones, but I don't really need them per se right now. But I've heard of that too. We got Sir Rat Bastard tuning in from Minnesota. How are you this afternoon, my fine sir? And he says bananas are great rooting for plants too. I guess just stick a banana in the root stick the clone in the banana. Is that what you do? Aaron says that's like my cannabis. I never got my quality or potency until I started using the full lineup of nutrients, right? Everything's different for everybody. You got to find what works for you and whatnot, right? That's awesome. One of my boys got a job. Starts April 1st. My middle boy. Great news. I think he's going to be working on flat roofs, doing flat roofing. Sir Rat Bastard says, all good on the treadmill. Started my mile walk, right? I already did. Let's see how much of a walk did I do today. I got to pull up the kilometer to mile converter. Kilometers to miles. Actually, it's 0.7 So 1.4 kilometers, I think I was. 700 meters. 1,000 meters is a kilometer. So that would be 0.7. So 700 meters there, 700 meters back. That would be 1.4 kilometers, right? So 0.86992 miles. It's about 87 miles. No, 0.87. 87 miles. 0.87 miles. So just under a mile. Just under a mile. Bring it up again. We'll vote on it. Vote on what? Vote on what? Maybe I'm missing something. Am I missing something? All right. So we got 3 minutes to 4:20 for the for here, not for the West Coast. Jeez, I do too many shows. I don't do too many shows, but I do so many shows. I get my merge mixed up and my tethers langled, and they don't rum out kite. You want me to say that again? I get my merds mixed up and my tethers langled, and they don't rum out kite. It's an American thing. Okay. Alrighty, so let's see. Why don't we show the pictures right now? We'll bring the pictures up. Got them right here. There. And at the stage. And there we go. So this is the indoor grow growing on right now, folks. A little blurry at that level there, but she's looking nice. She's looking lonely though. Very lonely in the cabinet. And there she be again. See her poking above the scrod net, right? And there we go. That's 1 minute reminder for our 420 folks. There's a pic of the underbelly. I'm not even going to try to say that. That hurts my brain just trying to decipher it. Did I just decipher it? And there you go again, another underbelly picture, right? I think what we're going to do first right now, we're going to come back full screen here. Because it's almost 4:20, folks. And who's ready? I am. And there we go. Happy 420 from Ontario, Canada, folks. Cheers. And there we go. There's another one come and gone, right? LP 420 again, though, somewhere. It's always 420 somewhere, right? Hold on. I don't have the fan on. Give me a second. I should have the fan on just to get the air moving around in here. How's the music level? Can you guys hear the music okay? We got another picture of Aaron, so I'll pull that up after. So yeah, we'll come back up with the pictures here, folks. And here we go. So that was the underbelly there. Kind of hard to reach into this back left or back right corner though to do some defoliation. There's a couple of bigger leaves back there I got to pull down, but kind of hard to get back there. So as we're going to go to the next one here. And there's an overshot there. Looking nice, looking nice. It's a little low. You can turn it up a bit. That's what I thought. Let's go to the next song. Just give me a second. That should be okay there. All right. So yeah, there's the God's green crack there. Looks nice. Nice frosty balls starting to happen there, right? And there you go. You can start seeing some of the trichomes building. Look at them. As small as she be. Look at her. Another pick of a nice bud. See a few close-ups of a few, right? Again, you can see the trichomes falling on the leaves there, or building up on the leaves. That's a juicy girl, right? Now, I'm probably off, but I've said it's week 5, day 1. Yeah, it could be. But it might be closer to it might be more like week 4, day 1. Just because the transition period. So I'm not too overly concerned about all that. I don't go by weeks normally. I use it as a guide. But I go by scoping the trichomes out at certain weeks, right? Another nice bud there. She's smelling really nice. And here's the 3x3 cabinet. Pay no attention to the sad lavender in the back. I think it's lavender. It's either lavender or rosemary, one of the two. There you can see the Banana Larry Lavender there. Here's a couple of peanut butter breath there. And in there's some clones of the God's Green Crack. And I believe it's a Platinum Cookies seedling that just popped. There's just an up-close picture of the Banana Larry Lavender number 1 there. Already trimmed some leaves off. Right? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could probably top it if I wanted to. I'm probably just going to leave it right now, though. It's going to be transplanted either in a 1-gallon pot, or I might just put it in to the grow bin. I'm not sure. That's just another view of her. Hopefully she's a her. There's you can see the roots all popping out the bottom. She needs a watering. Trikes say when it's ready for my preference. The weeks are just guesstimates, right? My wife hates that word guesstimate. There's so many words we've made up over the years, and a lot of these words are now in the dictionary. I wouldn't be surprised if guesstimate is actually in the official dictionary. So yeah, I might put this in a 1-gallon pot, or I might just decide, I can't put it in the grow bin. If I put it in the grow bin, that means it's going into flower right away. Do we do that as an experiment? Put a plant into flower right away. I might do it in a 1 gallon pot for a week or two. I don't know. We'll see. I got all my ladies quad line getting ready for outside, right? I've got the outdoor seeds in this tub here. We're going to be dropping next week, hopefully. We'll put them into jars to soak. We'll get to this a little bit later in the show after the break as to what the seeds are and what I'll be growing. But that's awesome to hear. You got your outdoor plants getting ready to go get out there, right? And we got Wayne Palmer in the house. Good afternoon, brother. Good afternoon. So just showing some pics off here. We haven't done the videos yet. And we've still got the grower showcase to do after the break, where we'll be showcasing some pictures of Aaron Drake's grow, as well as a video that Frogfather tunes in from Rumble sent in to me. And thank you so much, Frogfather, for that. I haven't even watched it yet, so I'll be watching it for the first time when you guys are watching it too, right? And Shane says all mine will stay in 0.75 gallon until outside. They'll be in their compost, right? I usually do 3 gallon outside, but I'm almost toying with the idea just leaving the plants in 1 gallon and just letting that root ball get really happy. And just as long as I'm feeding them well, watering them well, they should be okay. And we'll keep it simple. Use less soil that way. Because I know I've done tests from doing, like, putting plants out at the same time that are in a 1 gallon pot and a 3 gallon pot. And, but no. Yeah, you know what? I think it was a 1 gallon versus a 3 gallon. And I don't think there was that much of a difference. For sure, not that much of a difference between like a 3 and a 5 gallon. And you really got no need to transplant up to a 5 gallon unless you're putting into like a huge thing outside, right? I might just keep them at 1 gallon, just to keep it simple. Less nutrients, less soil, less water, right? Aaron says, when I put my plants in the tent and I'm done transplanting, they end up in 5 gallon grow pails, right? Yeah, you grow in the 5 gallon grow pails. Reach straight in there. You got a really good system with a good turnaround. Right in the ground for me. I enjoy less watering, more forgiving nature of it versus a potted plant. Actually, I'll clarify. Yeah, I'm talking with, like, I go in the ground as well. I was talking more so with the pot that I put to transplant out to. 1 gallon, I think, is more than enough, right? The smaller container keeps them manageable inside for several months, right? So I've been doing the 3 gallon, like potting them to a 3 gallon and then transplanting them outside. But I think this year I'm just going to do a 1 gallon. But before I started growing the ground, I got you, right? Before I started growing the ground, I did grow in one plant. It was a white widow. It was a clone that was given to me, and I grew it in a 9 gallon pot. And it did awesome in that, but that was just one plant, right? And but the following year, I did the 9 gallon pot. I also had a 7 gallon pot and a few 5s. And I didn't like how often I had to water. So then I went to half 55 gallon barrel, plastic barrel pots that someone had given me that they used to grow weed in. And I grew in those for a couple of years, 1 or 2 years outside. And even then, I found I still had to water a lot. And they dried out quite a bit, and they needed more food because whenever the rain happened, it would wash everything out, all the nutrients and stuff. So I figured, you know what, enough of this shit. And I just decided to make 4 by 4, 4 foot by 4 foot beds in the ground. They're almost 2 feet deep. And they're about 18 inches to 22 inches, 18 to 22 inches deep. And I do well for myself. I grow 4 plants out there. It gives me more than enough for my whole year's smoke. And the indoor grow just becomes my fun grow, right? And Wayne says the co-op has a pot over there that I can get in me standing beside it. Is about up to my ear. Holy crap. Some of the big pots, man. Holy jeez. 1 gallon, I tear the root ball wide open before burying them. Causes a little shock, but they bounce back with a vengeance, right? As with any plant, transplant, it's good to break up the root ball because it will create shock. But what that shock will do is it stimulates for growth, right? Because the plant wants to heal itself. So it goes searching for nutrients, some water, and all of that. And it'll end up growing back stronger than ever. Same thing if you do some LST, like branch bending, or some high stress training where you're actually snapping the branch, but doing it carefully to not snap it off, but you're basically breaking the tissues and the cells inside the cell walls down, and it'll form a knuckle, right? And it'll help support more weight, all of that shit, right? Yes, your method with the plots is similar to mine. 2x2 semi-raised beds dug down 2 feet and amended, right? I actually wouldn't mind coming up a bit, so that way I can get even more dirt, because it's kind of hard for me to till down or dig down any farther than where I'm at. It's almost where it's almost at 2 feet, right? Super cropping. You know that. You know what I'm talking about then. There's a guy that does super cropping and high stress training. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He's on YouTube, but he's also in a lot of the Facebook groups. I can't remember his real name. I think his real name is Mike something, but his handle or name that he uses on YouTube and even on Facebook is, I think it's Pirate Border Life or something like that. That guy, holy crap. He bends the plants right down low to the ground. He has this really neat crisscross trellis system that he makes for them. And holy crap, can he get some huge plants. Basically looking at it with moose knuckles on some of the branches. The main stalk at the ground is like humongous. Wayne says it's like 8 foot across the top. 8 foot across the top, that big pot. It's up to your ear, just about up to your ear. Wow, man. You could grow a monster in that thing. Something, the up is important for the air roots and tertiary roots. The up, what? Is that a typo? Or am I just not getting it? Oh yeah, he does. Oh yeah, you know who I'm talking about then. Yeah, he does some weird shit. I saw his plants for outdoors today. Mine are better. Right? I don't really follow him, but I've kind of like seen his posts over the years. I know when he was first, at least when I first started coming around, a lot of people were shitting on him and stuff, and he's like, okay, dude, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, type of thing. You see the plants I pull out, and holy crap, man, he does some weird shit to his stuff. $1,200 for that pot, man. I could buy a whole lot of pot for $1,200. Pot that I could smoke. Yeah, right. Trying to get the old one from them, right? Saying that big pot, about that big pot, talking about that big pot, it reminds me. There's a res store. They operate in a trailer right now, but there's a convenience store for the res. There's a gas bar. It's out on Highway 69. There's a gas bar, washrooms, weed trailer, convenience store. Well, they built a brand new store for the convenience store and all that, and added on and a whole big new building. So the old convenience store, the weed trailer, the weed shop's going in and move into there, into the old store. Well, out front of the old store, or the old, well, still the store right now, I think, but they've got these two big planter boxes that are built. They're probably about 4 foot by 4 foot wide, or actually no, yeah, maybe 5 by 5 or so. But in them, they've got these two huge hemp plants. They're obviously hemp because they don't flower in the summer, but huge globes of plants on each side of the stairway. And it's this big, huge stairway that goes up. So it looks pretty cool. Next time I'm down that way, I'll take a picture. I might be able to find something online too. They're just different in my opinion. Mine are better because it's best for each individual gardener. Exactly. And same thing with the way that we do things, the techniques we do. The way we do it is what works best for us. And when we tweak something, we're tweaking it because it works best for us. I know the one. We look forward to stopping there, right? Yeah, it's the one at 69 in Buchanan. SN Convenience. I'm not sure what the name of the trailer is, the weed trailer, but SN Medicinal. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty cool there. Let's see those big two plants. That's what I like. Anyways, let's get back to these pictures here, and then we'll go to break after we're done the pictures, and then we'll come back and we'll do the video and the grower showcase. And Aaron says growroom.com, right? I love when I do shows from the grow room live, like when I'm doing a live harvest. That's cool. So anyways, we got the two peanut butter breast seedlings here. Number 1, number 2. I got some better close-up pics coming up in the coming pics here, but they went into the solo cups on March 8th. In my opinion, they're a little slow on the go here. Having issues with my temperatures and humidity and stuff, but been a little bit too wet in there. So I think that's one of my issues is. But they're now out from under the dome and just under the light directly. Looking nice there, that one there, right? They grow fucking fast, eh? Right? Now they were already sprouted. So like I soaked them in the water and it was just the seed head, like the seed. But yeah, the seed, the taproot was already in the ground when I planted it. And so just needed to have the seed open up and come out. Blue biscotti is slow going too, right? I think a lot of it for me is just my temps and humidity. It's also awkward time of the year too, where we get warmer temps during the day, cooler temps at night. I've got the furnace on sometimes. I don't have the furnace on sometimes. We've got the windows open sometimes. Even though they're in a grow cabinet in the basement, whatever we do upstairs, and that affects the environment everywhere in the house. And we can have some wild swings in temps right now too. Look at that. You can see the seed casing still on the ground over there. See? I just leave them in there to let them rot away. If you need them to dry out quicker, you can water feed more frequently. Slit the sides of the cups, kind of like a micro air pot. Right. And I've tried that. I've done that with the 3-gallon pots before, where I drilled extra holes around the outside. And I kind of did like that. I did have to water more, but I think they dried out faster, and they were able to get better growth. So I think that's part of what my issue is. I need to cut some more holes in there. So thank you, Shane. Let me write that down. Slit solo cups, because I know that definitely works. That theory works for sure. I have my my piles. My speech to text problem. I'm trying to decipher what that word would be. I don't know. The same way, holes on the very bottom, sides of the bottom, right? Or maybe my pots. I have the same way, holes on the very bottom and the sides on the bottom. Blue Pimp Juice has 5-finger leaves now, right? Right on. So, okay. Oh, that's really quiet. There we go. Okay, so let's see. I think we have a couple more picks, maybe two more, I think. So there's the God's Green Crack clones. They're not doing so hot, but hey, whatever. As I said, they're just extras. They take. If they don't, they don't. I don't care. I do, but I don't. And then I think this is a platinum cookies. This is the one that got left in the jar. Still got a little bit of yellowing on the leaves, and that, but it was stressed. It was in a jar with a lid with no water, but just a little bit of dampness there for a couple of days. So that went in on the 10th, March 10th, 2 days later, after the peanut butter breath. So it's looking okay. It's slow. Pails. Yeah, I have that's right. You grow in pails. I have my pails the same way, holes on the very bottom and on the sides on the bottom, right? Truthfully, I bottom water my babies only, allowing water up 1 inch to the sides of the 4-inch pot, right? Bottom watering is the way to go, in my opinion. If you want to prevent overwatering, but you could still overwater if you want to help prevent overwater. Just put a little bit of water in the bottom, because what happens too, that will encourage growth. You want to have a bit of a dry space in there at times, either a dry back or whatever, like what Shane's saying, allowing water up 1 inch to the sides of the 4-inch pot, right? So it'll soak everything in. The poor little runt, right? She's trying. I call them my swamp bitches, right? Well, there's a podcast I watch from time to time, The Stash. It's got Pigeons 420, not Mr. Grow It. Business 420, a guy named Chris. I can't remember who's all on it, but they did an episode just a little bit ago about watering, and on the thumbnail for it, it was butt chugging ? So yeah, I do like my grow bins. My grow bins are wicking. They're wicking containers, self-irrigating planter, a sip, right? And I find that works really well. But roots will the reason why you want the water down below too, not just all the ways up top, is when the water is down below, the roots go searching for where the water is. You put the water keep the water right where the roots are. You keep the roots in a water bath, essentially. Those roots aren't going to grow very much. In fact, you might just create root rot, right? I do practice droughts as well. They like to stress. Exactly. You need a dry back. You need a dry back period. If you're constantly watering them, keeping that soil constantly moist, you're not going to get as much explosive growth. I still run my Ron 420 inspired sip, right? I swear by it. For maintenance, like I water it and then I let it be for days. I got my stick, I just check it. I could make a float that it would drop down whenever it's empty. But what I do is that when I notice it's empty, I don't fill it up right away. I wait a day or two, create a dry space in there, and then water it again, right? And it'll wick up again. You got to let it dry out for sure before adding anymore, right? Right? And mine's a 5-gallon though, right? Now, I don't know how much water mine holds. I know these are a 27-gallon tote, but only the bottom like 4 inches is being used. The same, but you can't see them. It's the same totes as these up here, storing my weed. All right, so let's see, what time is it? 4:48. Oh, geez, we got to go to a commercial soon. Any more pictures? Another one there. You can see the seed casing on the ground behind there, right? She's rough looking. She's rough looking. I don't know. We'll see. All right, we're going to come back full screen here. We're going to have a token. We're going to go to break in a moment. Aaron says, yeah, I don't mind overwatering. It allows me to know the plants feed well, besides the extra water flow. Anyway. Yeah, that's okay. But if some people, like newer growers especially, will just keep adding water, and not paying attention to the plant. You're looking at your plant, though. You're seeing what the plant's doing. So you'll know. The plant will give you signs that, hey, I don't want this, or I don't like it, right? It's awesome. Rarely dries up and gets all my leftover runoff newts. No waste, right? That's great. No waste at all. That's awesome. Pressing the top with my knuckle or lift it up. That's how I tell if they're drying out, right? Again, same thing. Like everyone has their own little unique ways of doing things, right? What works for them works for them. Mother Nature doesn't go by a time. It's random times. We got a copier, right? That's the thing too. Like even with pH in your water, there's some schools of thought I've heard on it. Is you should feed your ladies with water that's got a bit of a varying pH. but still within the acceptable range of the plant in order to prevent, you don't want to create nutrient lockout and other issues in that, right? But a little bit of a variation in the pH. Does every rain that we have, is every one of those, every rain, if you go and take a cup, grab some water, and measure the pH on it, is it going to come out the same every time? Probably not. Probably not. Water in my tap has a pH of 6.3. Right? I don't know what mine has. I know I do have to use I use lime juice sometimes to bring it down. But again, like I say, I do a bit of a range. I don't do it with a science. I don't test the pH mostly. I don't care. I'm just watching the plant, seeing if it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. If it's not, it's not. I don't get too technical about it. I don't have the time, to be honest with you. No, it doesn't, Ron. I have checked. What? I can't remember. Oh, pH. The pH of the rain. Yeah, different every time. So, copy it. Different pH levels will help the plant uptake different nutrients at different rates and all of that, right? Yeah, the pH in the rain. I got it. Yeah. I have to watch it because of the nutrients I add, right? Now that's a little different. When depending on the type of nutrients you're adding, you may have to really watch your pH and keep it. It may be recommended to keep it at a certain level. Remember, I said what works for one person may not work for the other, right? All right, let's light her up then, Aaron. Cheers. All right, so I think we're going to go to break now, folks. Those pictures are done. Let me close this off here. And I can close that off. All right, I can close that. Close the stuff I don't need. There we go. Close that. All right. Where are we at with the music here? We'll let this run through to the end of this song, and then we'll pause it, and then we'll go to break. And we got 4 on Rumble. Right on. Right on. All right, so I can also remove that from there. Okay, and so I got 2 videos of my grow updates. There's the same video, but just different music. We're gonna listen to both because I like the songs on both. I couldn't decide which one to put up, so we just did. But we're gonna do both. But before that, we're gonna do the growers showcase when we come back. And yes, I do need to still have that other screen shared because I forgot we're going to be bringing up some pictures of Aaron's grow when we get back from break. All right, so this is just about done now. And Wayne says your soil makes a big difference because Buddy next door, his garden didn't get as big last summer than mine, right? Depending on what you have in your soil, the nutrients, and there may be stuff in the soil that's preventing nutrient uptake too, right? Or how the soil is prepared. It may not be airy enough, right? When I get my new phone, I'll be able to jump on the show and puff like frost. Right on, right on. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to having more people up. I want to have more people up, right? So, geez, what the fuck was that? Anyways, folks, we are going to go to break now. So please stay tuned for more Grow420 after this short commercial break. And of course, don't forget to give NOK Network a like, follow, subscribe, and share on their social media sites and streaming platforms. And you can also check out their website as well at www.nokknetwork.com. And let's see, we got another comment here. So I have my soil order on the 20th. Yeah, I got to get a bale of the HP Pro Mix myself. I'm going to have to wait until April when I get at the end of the month, at least when I get my disability money in. Hopefully I can swing it to get a bale this month because I kind of need to. So we'll make it happen. And Wayne says I have a few dump trailer loads of horses and cow poop in my garden. Right? I'd like to be able to. We got some chicken poop. We're going to spread out on the gardens this year. But we do need more stuff. So I would like. In the past we've been able to get some really well aged and well rotted horse manure. I'm hoping to be able to do so again at some point soon. But we'll see. 112 liters of Pro Mix, all purpose 28 liters of Pro Mix HP, right? I can't remember the size of the bale I get, but it's that big white bale. And I think I got to pick up a little bit more not Pro Mix. Of course, the HP Pro Mix. Perlite. I got to get another bag of perlite. And I usually mix a little bit more perlite in than what comes with it. Walking on my garden, it's like walking on a pillow, right? So that seems like it's really, really good. We need to amend our garden much, much more than what we have. But as I say, my motto: do what you can, and with what you know, and when you can do better, do better. Well, we know, but we can't do. So we're doing what we can. And I promise you, folks, when I can do better, I will do better. But for now, it is what it is. But it's a lot better than nothing, right? And Aaron says it's the same size as my 112 liter bag. I got it. Okay. So we're going to go to break, folks. So don't go away. And when we get back, we will have Grower Showcase on. And first going to find the commercial. Here we go. So we'll be back in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So don't go away. Cheers.
Discover the treasure trove of flavors at Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory. Satisfy your cravings with our award-winning treats. Follow us on Instagram at Captain Rogers 705. Let Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory lift your spirits. Experience the comforting embrace of our freshly prepared soups and infused cornbread.
Are you frantically pondering away on your keyboard these days? To discuss your views, share your passions, teach a skill, or share a craft to the masses on social media. Podcasting is a bright light that can help you reach a diverse audience. And the NOK Network can help. Even if you have no experience, NOK Network will work with you to develop your content to air on our diverse network to reach a wide audience, allowing us to grow together. Podcasts are aired on multiple platforms simultaneously, across social media and streaming sites live through our network. Contact us and let's chat about how we can help you develop your podcast and join the NOK team.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimated Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab, only really need one dab. One dab.
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and needs.
Start vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying up the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyndinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Tune in daily to NOK Network's diverse podcasting lineup. Ganja News Update, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Tara Simpson and Ron McNabb. Waking Up with the Waniac, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific with Tombstoner Wayne Cruz from Tombstone, Arizona. Grow420, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern with Ron McNabb. Psychedelic Reporters, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Hobbies Puppets and Tara Simpson. Peace, News and Views, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Sir Stevo and Kim Cooper. Thursdays we have Open Your Eye with Kim Cooper and Tara Simpson, 8 p.m. Eastern. Followed by Thursday Night Vibes at 9:15 p.m. Eastern with Master and Mama Rochi. The IWK 710 Daily Sesh airs 7 nights a week with our rotating joint hosts, nightly at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for tuning in to all the podcasting on NOK Network.
Woohoo!
Now we get back to the show.
And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to this week's episode of Grow420 right here on NOK Network. We're at episode 59 for this Thursday. No, Thursday? What the fuck? For this Tuesday, March the 18th, 2025. So we're going to get the music back on here, folks. There we go. And okay, so I've also downloaded a couple of other pictures that Aaron sent. And so we're going to get on to the grower showcase in just a moment. And I don't have a segment, an animated segment clip for this yet. So just bear with me for a moment. Let's grab this other picture here from the downloads folder. And move it over to here. All right, so I'm getting a comment here. And now back to the show, right? Now back to the show. So you were saying the soil I get is the same size, and then you corrected yourself. It's 107 liter actually, and I did get the pics. So I'll show both those pics up later too, in a minute. And yes, and now back to the show, right? All right, so here we go, folks. So welcome everyone to Grower Showcase here today on Grow420. The Grow420 Grower Showcase. So this here is some pictures that Aaron Drake, he's here in the chat right now. He sent these pictures into me. These ones were sent March 15th, I think. There, let me go back here. In here, I got the description of what these are. Okay. Okay, no, I don't have the description. Okay, so this was what? I think I'm looking at the wrong folder. Just give me a second. No, I need March the 15th first. There's a few pictures that Aaron sent me on the 15th. And then some today too. Okay. My close-up camera still works fine. My main camera isn't okay, right? Thankfully, some of the phones, like I got. Oh, my dongle is broken. I gotta get a new dongle. Yeah, I got 3 cameras on the back of this phone. I had another phone that had like 4 or 5. It's crazy. It's crazy. So anyways, there you go. Look at that. Some nice frost happening there. Could be the port needs to be cleaned out on the phone too. So that looks cool, right on. Another juicy frosty bud. Right? Yum yum. Ah, look at that. Look at that. That's a nice view. Look at those. Look at that color fade happening there. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Nice overhead shot there, right? Another one there too, peeking over the looks like the door, side door, the front door of the tent, rather. Another nice bud here too. Biscotti Platinum Purple, nice. Look at that. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Is that not a gorgeous bud? There's a backdrop. There's a gorgeous backdrop for background behind, right? Another gorgeous bud. I think there's about 15 photos in this one, and we got 11 photos in the next round. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those chunky. Dank chunky. The Scotty Platinum Kush was the 2 buds close up. Right on. I don't know, is this rolling back around the beginning? I don't know. I wasn't counting. Oh no, that's the last pick in that folder there. Look at that, man. Look at that. So what size of tent is that all in, Aaron? Or rather, what size of canopy would that be? Yeah, it would be sick. Yeah. I can't remember what that's about. Main camera got a blue flow on the go. So anyways, that's the end of that folder there. Then we have come up one, March 18th here. I think that might be in the end of that album. Oh no. Just a little slow starting. Now look at this. Blur glow, right? Right? Look at this. Nice shot. Gorgeous pick, dude. Look at that. Nice frosty mountain of bud there, right? I love the coloring. Love the coloring. Right? That's gorgeous. Canopy is about up to my upper chest. Wow. But how wide? Like 4 feet by 4 feet, 5 feet by 5 feet. Total. What space would you say square footage the plants take up? But still, that height though, but your upper chest, that's pretty decent. Look at that. Another gorgeous shot of a bud. Little blurry when I go way in, but gorgeous shot. I love how the buds are taken with the black background. Makes the buds really pop out, eh? Nice job, Aaron. Really nice job. In both the buds, the growing and the photography. So folks, this is what I use. Pro Mix HP with mycorrhizae. HP stands for high porosity. It's a 107 liter bag there, right? Or 3.8, probably, I don't know what that is. Like it's blurry there. But that's what I use. And there's another picture there of one of Aaron's plants there. Look at that. You can see the pail right at the top of the pail. Aaron says I'm 6'2", and the canopy is about 4.5 feet wide. Wow, dude. Nearly covers wall to wall. Yeah, it looked like it was almost wall to wall in there. The dark brown background is the ones from the AM before I turn on the grow lights. Right on. That's cool. That's cool. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's so nice, eh? Another gorgeous bud. There's just too much bud there to tell. That's awesome, though, man. Look at that. And this is the soil Aaron uses right there. 112 liter bag with mycoactive. This is the stuff we actually use. This actually no, this is premium all-purpose mix. We use the I think it's organic vegetable and herb with mycoactive Pro Mix for starting our garden seedlings. That's what we do. We just bought a bag of that, and it was, I think, with tax 37 or something like that. The white bag used the 107 liter amount, right? So Aaron was saying pricing. So this stuff here is $29.99 for the all-purpose, and the HP $59.99. I think where I get it from, I can get it for $53, unless the price has gone up. The prices may have gone up since last time. The prices of everything have gone up, right? You can use it as a seedling starter too, right? Right? And that's exactly what we use for our seedlings, for all our garden starts. And this picture here. Oh, I just realized I'm going off camera. Both cams, I'm off cam. Okay, so this one here. This pick is Sea of Biscotti, Platinum, Kush, and Purple. Right on. Right on. There we go. There we go. There. Screen full of bud. Have you guys ever seen the pillow that looks like this? It looks like a bunch of buds. I'm sure that there's probably a whole sheet set and comforter set. That'd be cool to have. That'd be cool to have. Sleeping in a bed of nugs. Hey, why do I feel that there's a song there? But more so, why do I feel that there's a music video there where someone is actually sleeping in a bed of nugs? See, this is why I can't watch movies. My brain has I watch shows and movies as if it was being directed. I'm seeing it from the acting point of view. Yeah, see if Viscotti Platinum Custom Purple, right on. Smoking some of that right now. Right on. I don't know what I'm smoking right now. I think it's Platinum Kush. Not Platinum Kush. Platinum Cookies. I think it's the Platinum Cookies in the corner here. Anyways, cheers. All right. So there we go. I gotta go and buy a new case of mason jars too, right? We got tons of mason jars because we do our own canning. We do our canning, but I put my weed in the bins. I know it doesn't store the same as if it was in jars, but I don't have the time, and I couldn't. There's no way I can spend that kind of time in trim jail. Another nice looking bud there. Look at that. That is gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Look at the coloring. Look at the purples in there. All that nice frost, right? Yeah, different gummy buzzing, right? Right on. All right, so that is the end of the pictures there. So let's see where we're showcase content. Okay, we're going to do Frog Father's video. Actually, no, I don't have it. I'm going to play it through here. I already have it up on stage here. So we'll stop that and we'll bring the video up right here. And we're going to put the headset on. I loaded the incense folder up with incense. Forgot to light it. Yeah, we'll do that now. I'm not going to put it back there though, because I got stuff back there now. Here's it later. We'll just do it here. Maybe not read up my drink. There we go. Oh, did I turn this on yet? I don't think so. There we go. All right, and we got Dude Bro tuning in. Rumble, right on, read on. And Aaron says, I like to get fresh glass from time to time. I don't want other strains and their smells crossing with the newer stuff, right? Right. I even find like sometimes some of the jars, especially these type here, you've got the plastic ring around the steel around the outside. Wash this jar, you can get the smell out almost all. But that plastic ring, nope. You'll have a little bit of a smell in it. So I get you. You want a fresh smell. right there of the strain, right? All right, folks, so we're going to play this video now. This is a continuation of Grower Showcase here on Grow420. This video is from Frogfather GJL. Sent this in. He's all the way out in Fort McMurray, Alberta. And there's Weed Shop Winnie, the star of the show right there. And so I've not seen this video yet. This is the second video that Frogfather sent me of his. I just realized the music's still on. I gotta pause the music. So this is the second video that Frogfather sent me of the Grow420 tent. So again, I have not seen this one. So here we go. I'm going to see it for the first time, just like you guys are. So here we go.
Hi, I'm Weed Shop Winnie.
Welcome all to Grow420 tent.
And there's Frogfather. Right on.
I'm going to be showing you my license before we put any more plants, because I want to make sure we don't have any issues. The seeds will be going in next week because I'm full right now, and then when I knock some plants down, we'll put those in. So we'll start out first of all with basically how I identify myself to anybody who comes in from Health Canada or anybody else. So as you can see, Guy Canna Colta La Rochelle, of course, craft, cannabis. There, I'm just trying to hold it so there. Cultivator, okay? And there's my license number. That's the little thing I use for all my packaging and everything, so people know it's legal. Okay,
right, Aaron?
I'm gonna move over to
That's
here,
what I would love to do.
which is a label.
Have a whole bunch of amateurs or
Here's the label right
people that have been
here.
growing for a while. All get
hold it.
together, helping each other, right?
And it
All
has
will
that little
have fun.
symbol. And then, for example, this one was a run, A being auto, and then on the, you can see it, 16, 11, 03, 20, 25. That's very important. That's its number. And it was Sweet Pure CBD Auto from, can I see it there? By Sweet Seeds. This follows the plants right through from the seed to the harvest. Okay, information, as you can see, that's a cannabis for medical purposes registration, okay? So basically it's all there, it's effective. The most important part is right here. I'll go back up and you can see personal, indoor, 78 plants, 0 outside, and the date, it's still valid. That's the doctor, that's the amount of 16 grams.
Right. I gladly
There.
show my prescription to anyone who needs to see it.
So-
Luckily, living in a rural area, I got nobody to bug me, right?
So, getting back
Same here.
to this number. So A, we said, was auto. Now 16, I will explain it to you as the placeholder. 16 is right here. So that seed, because I pulled it out of the file, that was like this. 16 and 16, as you can see. So what happens is we take this one, we put the water in it,
Very cool.
we pop the seed, we take the seed out, and we put it into paper towel with another little bag that has a 16 on it. We're not going to show that yet. That'll be when we pop the seeds later. It keeps them all 16. And then, as you can tell on the end, where did I just put that thing? That was the date. So 16 is the actual little pot number. And then 11/03/2025. So the 11th of March. And so if I stick another seed in there, once they've popped and we have soil in there and it goes under the lights, that will be A16. And if it was today, let's say if it was the 17th, it would be 17/03/2025. So that's the only way you can, my way anyways, of doing it. I came up with it a while ago. It seems to be working good. I never really get screwed up, and all my batches get good. So, you know, it's all part of trying to stay on top of the rules and everything. And just like, especially over here, you've got the name, and then also who the breeder is. So obviously,
I need to keep track of things better myself for all that.
When finally this all gets done. So that's it for now.
Here's how I keep
There's
track
the
right now.
look. Can I help you?
Ah, there's Winnie.
And now we get to the seeds. We'll start from this end. And that one, as you can tell, is Seedman Auto Blue. Just below it, I will turn this one because you will have to pardon the way they do things here. Let me just get a good idea where I'm grabbing here. That's right, and then go like that. There, that's from Alberta. Parkland Seeds. And to Ron's delight.
Right, Aaron?
Although it's covered in near the top, right about there somewhere, these seeds are Northern Light.
Right on. Right on,
Auto.
dude. Northern Lights Auto.
Next.
Nice.
Is
Be nice to see that growing.
the Blue Gelato Auto from Barney's Farm.
Blue Gelato.
Next is Phoenix Cannabis Seeds Big Yield Auto, of course. And last but not least, Crop King Seeds. And as you can tell right there, it is an auto CBD fruit.
Very cool.
Oh boy, that'll be fun to see.
Right?
Okay, that's all CBD. So that's for Mama. Coming
Wonder
back,
what ratio?
there's the seeds.
What
We're going to be
percentage?
dropping.
Very cool.
See you on the next one. Peace.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Frogfather, for sending that in. I so appreciate that. I'm sure all the viewers here appreciate it as well. And I know I'm going to look forward to seeing your grow come along and the Grow420 tent. And I'm looking forward to showcasing the grow on Grower Showcase here on Grow420. So, Aaron, I've also been glad to be able to showcase some of your grow as well. And maybe we can get others to send some stuff in too. I know we've done some of Wayne Palmer's stuff as well. And yeah, so if anyone's interested in me showcasing their grow on the show here, just shoot me a message and we'll hook up, right? If you want, you can also come onto the show during the showcase, grower showcase as well too, right? And it's just a way of having different growers share what they do, how they do it, and just while all having fun, right? Aaron says, I'm not too impressed with the native sun genetics and the and their blue biscotti strain, right? That's the one you had trouble popping, right? I think. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, brother. So yeah, I guess when you're growing 10 or so seeds, you need to have some kind of organization, or if not, you're going to be in trouble, right? Right? So, okay, so we got one of the versions of the grow update video that I did for my indoor grow here right now. And so, like I said, I got 2 videos. The video itself is the same, except the songs are different. The last ending clip is the same on both, but it's a cool song. We get groovy, moving and grooving and all that. So we're going to play it with both. So here we go. Here's the first one. Let me just get this up here and get it ready. And all right, here we go. It is pretty heavy in the bass. One of them, I can't remember which one. They might both be. I like the bass. It's all about that bass, right? Oh, hold on. Let's go back a second there. I'll pause. I meant to pause it there. So we get the God's Green Crack week 5, day 1 of flower, March 18th. As of today, that's March 18th today. The Banana Larry Lavender seeds planted in the silicup on February the 8th. February 9th. Now, I've been calling it week 5, day 1 of veg, but it's still a little tiny seedling in the cup. I'm not even going to be calling it that. I'm going to edit this out. It's just going to be seed was planted in the soil cup on February 9th. When we plant it in the 1 gallon pot, or probably a 1 gallon pot, or I might just put this one straight into flower and see what happens with it. Right? From a little tiny plant. They'll probably not grow that big, but hey, we're all about trying different things around here, right? And of course, we got the peanut butter breath and platinum cookies seedlings, the little tiny things. The seeds were soaked on March 4th. The seeds were planted in the solar cups on March 8th and the 10th. And of course, this video was taken today. And Aaron says, yeah, the other strain, the blue pimp juice, is killing it, but the blue biscotti strain is a dumpster fire. The blue pimp juice, who was that from again? I can't remember. I could look back in the pictures, but you could probably tell me quicker. Blue pimp juice. Trying to remember who. Started seedlings 24 days ago. Only 3 got 3 solid plants. Native Sun genetics for the blue pimp juice. Oh, okay. Oh, the blue biscotti is a dumpster fire. Okay, so blue biscotti is also Native Sun genetics. So they're both is from the same place. I take it, right? So started seedling 24 days ago, only got 3 solid plants, right? That's crazy. It's crazy. So anyways, here, folks, this is here's this update video. Here we go. Cheers. Both are from there. Got it. That the mail. Had to be cut down. Whoops, stepping on rumble. Right on. Right on. Topped with a bit of rubber donkey. Donkey. I love that heavy bass. Cheers. Granddaddy Urkel, Button Furlough G, Button. Right on, right on. Whoa. Great, awesome song, man. I love heavy bass drops, man. I miss playing bass guitar for that. Doesn't translate to pictures very well. Itty bitty. There's anything there. I like how they kind of changed type of I can see Nico's speed. Man, that farm last year at the 710 Stoner Games, I could see his group doing this song. Sounds like his style. I forgot about this. we go. What an awesome song. What an awesome tune, eh? Oh, man. So I've decided to close every video of mine out, every update video I do with that last little clip there, right? How can you not dance to that? So here we go. Here's the next one. We're gonna bring this one up, and it's the same video, but just different music. And we're here for the music too, right? For the cool tunes, right? And so let's see. Okay, here we go. And put the volume up, and here we go. Oh man, that was good to get moving. I like bass. All about that bass, right? Excuse me. This feels like a saxophone. Feels like I should have a lanyard here holding the saxophone. Right? Still determined I'm going to learn how to play saxophone. I need to get one first. If I get one, I got a 55-inch TV here. Can you see that logo? 55-inch TV. I'll watch instructional videos. I'll learn. I need to get this saxophone first. I want to hold this. Start off with this guy, okay? There's that bass again. There you go. Well, let's hook it up right there. All right. And wow. That was a good workout. That was a good workout. I hope you all oh jeez. Between the incense going here and which is this one here. Ghostly Glow. The Halloween one. I don't know. It's got like a ghoulishly fabulous concoction of sweet and dry spices for a smashing Halloween treat. Kind of hard to see it, but there you go. But between smoking out the room here and getting the heart rate going, getting a little hard to breathe sometimes. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to take these off here now. We're going to put on Victim to Victor, and I think we're going to. Oh yeah. We'll be out of here in just a moment. Here, let's turn Victim to Victor on. I'll show you the outdoor grow seeds, the outdoor seeds that I'm going to be putting down probably next week live on the show. We're going to drop them in water. But anyways, yeah, I don't know if I finished reading this comment here. Currently inspecting the trichomes on the buds in my tent. That sticky bandit gets my approval rating. Right on. Great to hear. I have a scented candle going in my porch area. Yeah, I don't like scented candles, but I don't mind incense, but I'm not that particular crazy about this one. It's okay. Okay. But there's a few other ones I got to get. There's a store down in Berks Falls I want to get to, Circling Hawks. They have an awesome selection of different incense sticks. So, broke the probably the lid. Broke the lid off my Diablo Bush bottle and had to switch this bottle with the empty Bud candy bottle. Right? Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to keep it going, right? Oh, excuse me. So anyways, folks, so far right now, these are the seeds I'm going to be doing for my outdoor grow. And why do I only have 3? There's the other. Peanut butter breath. I know I have some down already, but we're going to have those go for indoors or for whatever to give away or to do cloning or whatever for anyone. We're going to try putting some amnesia toast down. And it also gives me backup plants too, right? If I get some started ahead of time with my outdoor grow, that way if I have any fail on the outdoor, I've got a backup right there, ready to go. Wedding cake crossed with lemon, Larry Lavender. It's the few seeds there. The package for that is right here. Big Buddy seeds. Wait, is that the right one? No, that's Banana Larry Lavender. That's what I have growing right now. I don't have a case. I don't have a case for this. The wedding cake crossed with lemon Larry Lavender. I'm not sure who did that, who crosses that. But there you go. There's some nice seeds there. We're going to drop some of those. Then we also have these from Thumbprint Genetics, like one of these from Frosty. Shinobi OG, which is Shiatsu Kush crossed with Lucky OG Kush. And sealed with a thumbprint. Right? So I've not opened them yet. We're going to open these next week, most likely on the show. And we'll drop all these in water. Right? Lid. You broke the lid of the bottle. Yeah, it sucks when you break the lid of something like that, but at least you had something else you could use, right? So there's that. Thinking of trying that lemon meringue bubba I got off Frost last year. That sounds neat. Lemon meringue bubba. Lemon meringue bubba. I didn't mean for this to go over to the next song. Might as well play it. And then we'll go back to Victim to Victor and close out. But this one's already like a minute in. We might as well let it go. Got about another 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes now. Anything OG Kush has got to be good, right? That's what I thought. I love OG Kush. I love OG Kush. But anything that's got OG Kush in it is pretty much a winner for me. Sweet beer. A little grit under my shoes. Oh wow, we've been on for almost 2 hours. You guys are all awesome. You know that? You guys are awesome. I'm not just saying that. You guys are awesome. We've got some of you guys that have been here right from the very beginning, near the beginning. And we've been here for almost 2 hours. And like the show in the mornings that we have. And Frog Father's Day and see you in the morning, right? I'll see you guys in the morning as well. So we do in the morning, Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we just have a lot of fun smoking with our like-minded friends, right? And we kind of do that here, just having fun, learning how to grow, and sharing each other's grows all along through here, right? And just having fun, all smoking with our like-minded friends. And the burnt chem dog I got off Frost too. Yeah, the burnt chem dog, that sounds like a good one to grow too. That growing really. Oh yeah, you got that growing right now. It's growing really good still, right? I have it in my tent, and now it looks so much different from the biscotti strains. I love when you are growing different strains and you start seeing the differences in them. The bud structure, the leaf structure, the leaf size, leaf color, bud color. Right? I've even had some buds that have had like pink hairs. Awesome stuff. All right. So we're going to play Victim to Victor, and we're going to get on out of here right after that. We'll be fascinated with this, right? So I'm looking forward to following all you guys' grows who are sending me stuff in. It's fun watching everyone's grows all together. And hopefully we'll get more people. And if you want, you can come up on camera and show pictures, like give pictures or whatever, show them up on screen and that. But having a great time, right? Me too. I'm having such a great time. I couldn't even believe 2 hours have gone by already. 2 hours. So, but 2 hours have come and gone. There is another show coming on in an hour, though, folks. 7 p.m. Eastern time. We got Janine the Cannabis Fairy coming on with the Tuesday night edition of the IWK 710 Daily Sesh. Might be Travel Tuesdays because she is coming to us from Europe. She was in Barcelona last I knew, but she may be on the road again to somewhere else in Europe. So who knows? You'll just have to tune in tonight yourself and find out. And I'm sure she's going to have some great stories to tell, right? So that's what we got coming up later tonight. We got that. Now, unfortunately, we usually have psychedelic reporters on at 8 p.m. tonight, usually on Tuesday nights. It's usually a pre-recorded show. We sometimes do live. However, Tara Simpson and Hobbies Puppets, they're the regular hosts who do the show. They had some technical issues. They were doing they were having issues trying to do the pre-record today. And it was some stuff that was beyond their control in being able to try to fix. And so with me being away, with Kim being away and myself being the one who's kind of helping run the network while she's away and that, setting up all the StreamYard studios for everyone. I kind of, the only thing I can basically do here from my end at this point is cancel the show, and the ad for the show hadn't gone up yet, so I could change the ad to at least notify everyone, hey, tonight's show is canceled. You can find previous episodes of Psychedelic Reporters on NOK Network's webpage, as well as their streaming platforms and such. And Hobbies, Puppets, and Tara will return with Boofall of Areas next week, bringing to you psychedelic news, psychedelic medicine news in mainstream media. They'll be back next week, next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time for a pre-recorded show. Now, I wouldn't have normally been able to fill in and say go live, but it's just all kind of last minute for me, and I'm not able to do that tonight. So I was able to consult with Kim. I did reach her, but I said, hey, this is my plan. Are you cool with it? Here's my options, but this is the only thing I can really do. So I go ahead with it. She said, go ahead. And if I hadn't heard back from her by a certain time, I would have gone ahead and just done what I needed to do because, hey, someone's got to run the network, right? But I did want to at least have the opportunity to consult with him, and I'm letting that go through again. We'll let that pause. We'll pause it because we're going to go. But all's good, all's good. So yes, Hobbies and Terror will be off tonight, and they will be back next week. And hopefully the technical issues will be all cleared up. They should be. And so anyways, but for now, that means we are done here. And again, I just want to remind you, don't forget to tune in for, an hour from now to Janine the Cannabis Fairy on the IWK 710 Daily Sesh, the Tuesday night edition. And she is coming to us from Europe tonight. Again, as I said, I think it might be Barcelona, but she might be traveling somewhere else. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any posts from her today, but to be honest with you, I really haven't been on Facebook all that much today. I've been working in my studio, doing the video updates and gathering the content I needed for the Grower Showcase and getting the studio all set up. And of course, afterwards, I got to move it all back and set it up for the morning show tomorrow. Rise and shine, it's marijuana time. So I will see you again then. And but for now, we're going to say goodbye. I'm going to close off as I always do. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay high. Cheers. And 2 hours is crazy, right? 2 hours has gone by like that for me. Like I can do a 5 hour show easy, with no issues. My grow lights don't go off until 11 a.m. right? Or 11 p.m. 11 p.m. I was going to say 11 a.m. because I know your lights are usually just going on, usually in the morning, but before 11. So, anyways, we are going to go. I will say it once again, folks. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay high. Cheers. And yeah, I think that's it. So one more toke on the way out, and cheers. All right, then. So we'll see you again tomorrow morning, folks, on at 7 a.m. Eastern Time on Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time for your morning wake and bake show. Where else? Nowhere else other than right here at NOK Network. So cheers, everyone. You have a great day, and you have a great night, Aaron, too, and everyone else as well. And peace.